Hello dear friends and YouTube followers. I am at my home in my studio in Germany where I live, and I know that you are all used to my YouTube content which contains my music interpretations. But this time I'd like to share something very different and something very new with you. So please come together with me. In September, October and November 2023, I had a very successful concert tour which took me on 3 different continents. So I was playing in Canada, I was playing in Colombia, I was playing in Bosnia and Herzegovina, I was recording for Omni Foundation in the United States, I was recording for my own YouTube channel in the Schottenkirche in Germany, and I was teaching in Croatia, in Osijek, where I have my own class since October 2023. So I came very spontaneously to this idea to make some footage of me traveling, of me warming up, of me practicing, of me playing at the stage, warming up in the backstage. And I hope that you will find very interesting this content. I'm also asking you to write me in the comments what you think about this video. If you would like me to do it more in the future, I will do more of those videos for you. Let's get started with the country number 1, and it is Canada. From 19th to 25th of September, I was visiting for the first time in my career Canada. I was performing in Edmonton in the state of Alberta. I was performing there for the Guitar Society, and I was teaching there at the University of Alberta. And actually, yeah, I was flying from Germany to Toronto, and then after 5 or 6 hours of break in Toronto, I continued then to Edmonton. I was happy as well to have my guitar with me on board, so with Air Canada I didn't have any problems taking my own guitar with me as a hand luggage. Hello from Edmonton. I have arrived here last night, and this is my first day, my first morning here, and I am going to have a free day today, and I have time to relax and to practice. This is my working space for today, and this is where I will spend my entire day working on my repertoire for my recital on Friday. I'm using my brand new guitar made by German luthier Dietmar Heubner. After a bit of sightseeing, I went to the hotel and I was practicing for the rest of my day. During my visit in Canada, I met so many new friends, and one of them was Andrew, and he asked me if I'd like to perform in the school where he teaches. I was playing in the school, and it was a very interesting because kids which are going to the school there probably never heard classical guitar in their lives. I think that it was a very successful story and a very successful thing, very successful recital which I gave there. same day I was performing at the school. In the afternoon later I had my big masterclass for the Edmonton Guitar Society. So I was teaching 4 students there, and after that I had even a workshop at the University of Alberta. I was talking on my career, and it was very interesting because this talk, question and answer, was actually live streamed at the YouTube channel of the University of Alberta. Of course, nothing without good coffee between. After being a few days in Edmonton, I had to play my big recital there for the audience. Unfortunately, I have only those 2 photos which I can share with you because the public wanted to enjoy the recital, so they didn't do any video footage of my recital. At the end of this recital, I had standing ovations, so the public really liked my performance. I'd like to present you Matt. Matt is my student from Washington State, and he's having online lessons with me, and he came to meet me and to be at my recital and to play in live for me.
140.
150. Let's see what will happen with 150. $160. 1, 2, 3. Works. 107, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I start to feel problems. The last day of my visit in Canada, I had time to visit one national park there, and it was very interesting to see some animals, as a buffalo, for instance, walking free just in front of you. After a few days being in Edmonton, it came time for me to come back to Germany. This time I had a small airplane and I had to check in my guitar for the first flight. But it was okay because the flight was very short. It was only 45 minutes flight, and after that I could take my guitar again with me. I was flying from Edmonton to Calgary. In Calgary, I had to change my plane, and then I was flying with a bigger airplane all the way to Frankfurt. I like to say always that Frankfurt International Airport is my second home because I'm flying almost all the time from this airport. After having few days of rest in Germany at home, I started my trip to Croatia, to Osijek, because I had to start a new semester at the University of Osijek. Osijek is a very beautiful town in Croatia. Starting from October 2023, I have a full class there and I'm teaching at the moment 7 students. So after a few days in Croatia, I had to go back to Germany and to travel from Germany to South America, and I was visiting for the first time Colombia. Colombia is actually country number 34 in which I have performed in my career. And I was driving again by train, going to the international airport in Frankfurt. I was flying from Frankfurt. The first flight from Frankfurt to Bogota was again a very long flight, around 12 hours, so I had time to rest, relax a bit and to read something. After 24 hours of traveling yesterday, I arrived to Cali around midnight. This is my first morning here. It's beautiful. It's finally warm again. And I have the whole villa for myself. It's really beautiful place to stay at. And I'm going to practice today again. Finally, to prepare for my recital. But first, I have to fix my nails. And then I can start my practicing session for today. It's Sunday here and I will be working as a jury member at a competition on Monday and Tuesday here. On Wednesday I will have my master class and on Thursday I have recital again. I'm looking forward. Arriving to Colombia, it was a bit different than Canada in sense of very high humidity, and it was 28 degrees. I was, on the first day of my staying there, a member of a jury of the national Colombian competition, and I had a chance to listen to the best guitarists from all over the country. Cali is a different city and is a bigger city than Edmonton. It has 2.2 million inhabitants. I really enjoyed to travel and to see different parts of the city. Second day of my visit, I was again a member of the jury. This time I was listening 4 best guitarists, as it was the final round of the national guitar competition of Colombia. Finally, after being 3 or 4 days in Colombia, I had an opportunity to play my own recital there and to share my music with the public, with the guitarists. It was so nice to meet some new people from South America and from Mexico and to make new friendships. The last day of my visit, I was invited by the organizer of the festival to his house, and it was a very interesting visit for me because I could see something from the countryside of Colombia as well.
Simón.
Caliente, dale.
Aquí yo no lo voy a dar. Yo no lo voy a dar, lo escuchan.
Ah, yo pensé que le iba a dar.
And after being for a few days in Colombia, it came time for me to go back. I had again to prepare myself for a very long flight. I was flying again from Cali to Bogota, and I was flying back to Germany. Very few days after coming back to Germany, I took a part at the guitar competition in the German city Schweinfurt. It is a very big competition in the music world. For guitar, it takes a part every few years. I was very happy finally that I was awarded by the second prize. I was recording with my own equipment a recital at the Kaufmannskirche in Erfurt in Germany for the Omni Foundation in San Francisco in the United States. Very interesting thing about this recording is that this church was a church where parents of Johann Sebastian Bach, of one of the greatest composers ever, were married. End of October, I was giving again master classes. This time it was in Weimar, Germany, for the Weimar Guitar Society. Since 2016, I'm recording all my videos in the Schottenkirche in Erfurt in Germany. This is another historic building and church. I like the acoustics from this church, and some of my YouTube followers were asking me in the comments if I was doing my videos with the green screen. It is November 8th and I am back to the Schottenkirche in Erfurt in Germany, and I'm going to record again something for my YouTube channel, and this time it's gonna be Rosignana number 3 by Mauro Giuliani. Actually, I'm planning to record all of them in the next 2 years. So this will be the first one I'm going to record tomorrow for you. And actually this is how this beautiful church looks like. And yeah, now I have to go back to work to prepare everything. Here is my equipment, and actually I'm doing all my videos completely alone. From the recording process and editing process and mastering process until the final product. And it's actually everything coming from here. This church has wonderful acoustics, as you can probably hear. This time I was doing the recordings on 2 wonderful guitars by 2 legendary guitar makers. The first guitar is by Daniel Friedrich from 1967, and the second guitar was by Jose Ramirez from 1981. The very last trip on this tour was trip to Bosnia and Herzegovina, was trip to Tuzla, the city where I was born and where I was living until I was 19 years old. With this trip, I'd like to finish my video. For this time, I'm very excited to hear in the comments about what do you think about this kind of YouTube content from me, and if you would like me to do more of those videos in the future.